Welcome to another guide by Hades. Today, we're going to talk about the Queen of Pain's semi-carry role that is played in public and competitive matches very often. Akasha, the Queen of Pain, is a mobile ranged intelligence hero whose main role is to burst down multiple enemy heroes using her strong skills. Today, we're going to talk about her semi-carry role that's played in public and competitive matches. Shadow Strike is Queen of Pain's first skill. It slows and damages the enemy target, and also deals extra damage every 3 seconds for 15 seconds. This skill is great for chasing, but keep in mind that enemy heroes can get denied if they are affected by this skill. Blink is Akasha's second skill. This is the skill that makes her so mobile. Being able to blink to initiate or escape, you can make some nice plays with it if used correctly. Scream of Pain is the Queen's third skill. It deals damage to everyone around her in a 475 unit radius, even if the enemy units are invisible or in the fog of war. This skill has an instant cast time. Finally, there's Sonic Wave, her ultimate. It deals heavy AoE damage to everyone it touches. Combine that with Scream of Pain and this is able to take down squishy heroes and destroy team fights. Start out with 1 point in Blink, just in case you get caught and you need to escape. This can also be used to get runes before your enemy does. When you level up, put a point in Shadow Strike. Since you'll probably have a bottle, it'll be easy for you to use your Q to harass the enemy hero in mid lane. Next, focus on leveling points in Scream of Pain when you can, as it's your main burst damage skill that can get you a kill on mid or in ganks if used properly. Of course, level up your ultimate at level 6, 11, and 16. Max out Scream of Pain as your next priority. Moving on, you'll want to level your Blink third for more mobility. Since it lowers cooldown and increases range, this will help you move fast in order to chase effectively and also escape easily. Shadow Strike should be maxed last. Your early game will consist of 3 branches and a tango to start, because you want to get your bottle as soon as possible for healing and also for controlling the runes. Next, you can get Boots of Speed for mobility and 1 or 2 null talismans that'll help you with stats. If you're playing against spammy heroes like Batrider, go on and pick up a magic wand, which you'll upgrade using your 3 branches. Moving on to the mid game, you should get your Power Treads and Orchid Malevolence as soon as possible. Orchid will help you disable enemies using silence and also take them down easily, since it'll also increase your attack's DPS. Once your Orchid is up and running, you can start building up an Aghanim Scepter, which will provide you with some nice stats and also make your ultimate stronger, with a shorter cooldown and higher damage. Late game is situational, as there are many items you can choose from depending on the enemy team comp. If your team needs more disables, you can either get a Scythe of Vise or a Shiva's Guard. If you need more survivability, you can get a Black King Bar, a Lincoln Sphere, or even an Eye of Skadi, which will provide you with a nice slow orb. You can even go for a Monkey King Bar or Daedalus if you have problems taking down enemies. You can also deal high damage using your own attacks. You'll want to go mid lane with Queen of Pain since she needs fast levels and some farm to be effective. Try to get as many last hits as possible and deny your opponent. Having level advantage is really useful, and you might get a kill with it. Always try to get the runes using your bottle. If you get the rune you need, you can get a kill on mid, or you can gank other lanes. Also, it'll be very useful since you'll heal using the bottle charges, and your opponent will always have to go back. If the other lanes are having a hard time, don't hold yourself from ganking. You can get some easy kills on the enemy lane since you'll be higher level than them, and your Scream of Pain and Sonic Wave deal huge burst damage. In mid game, you want to gank as much as possible and stay with your team. You have great damage and mobility, so you'll be doing a lot of damage to the enemy team if a team fight breaks out. Always try to damage as many enemies as possible with your combo, and don't let anyone escape. Chase them using your slow and your blink. Queen of Pain's a teamfight destroyer. Make sure you don't miss any fight. You can make the difference. In late game, team fights may not be as easy anymore since enemies will have magic immunity and such, but you can still pick up the support heroes that are easy to kill. Try to gather your team and set up ganks. If you kill your enemy team one by one, it'll be easy for you to get some towers or even Roshan. If you have Black King Bar, you can initiate with your blink, dealing damage to everyone around you and allowing your team to easily win the fight. Also, never stay alone. If you die and your team is outnumbered, you'll lose the advantage and the game will become really hard for you to come back from. Here's some tips for Queen of Pain. Hit as many heroes as possible with your spells. Don't keep your spells for last hits or kills. Use them right away to burst down your enemies faster. In early to mid game, you can take down pretty much any squishy hero with your combo, So do that, get gold, get fed, and win the game for your team. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe. Tell us what you want to see in our next episodes. MOBAFIRE TV is sponsored by PDP Gaming Hardware.